Hi, I'm Dr. Susan Coe. I want to talk to you a little bit today about arthritis in cats and dogs, which we definitely see. First of all, I was going to tell you a little bit about arthritis in myself. I have arthritis in my thumb, and it hurt me enough that I went to actually a hand doctor to have it checked, and they took x-rays, and she put me on medication both topically and orally to try to help it, as well as something I could sleep in at night that would help it. So that was a lot for one little joint on my body, and it does help to have medication on board, and I'm surviving quite well so far. But that's just an example of what we could go through as far as our arthritis is concerned as we get older. And for pets, that you've got to really be paying attention to what's going on with them as far as signs they're going to give you to tell you that they're in discomfort to a certain extent. And a lot of times with arthritis, just like with us, it's not an acute pain where they're going to yell out, but it is something that can make their behavior around the house, their ambulation when they go on a walk, and or what their normal routine might be, getting up and down off furniture, in the car, up and down steps, things of that nature. So essentially, you have to be on the lookout for those types of issues. It can occur middle-aged to older pets, but it also can sometimes occur particularly in young dogs that might have hip dysplasia or some other joint problem that they have basically been born to develop, and it's bugging them enough that it's affecting their quality of life. So we have a large amount of things that we can do for pets when they do develop some kind of joint problem. First of all, if you see them having trouble getting up and down off the carpet or wherever they like to lay, if they normally could go up the steps in your house, but all of a sudden they're really not doing that too well anymore, if they normally have a special chair they like to get in and they can't really get up in the chair without your help, those are all things that can be signs of joint discomfort. So you have to be attuned to that and not just ignore it, and you certainly don't want to start giving them aspirin out of the medicine cabinet at home. They don't take those kind of things too well, and it can cause specifically a lot of gastric irritation, even an ulcer in certain situations. So we have a variety of drugs that we use. In the beginning of arthritis, we a lot of times will put them on glucosamine chondroitin, which a lot of you may be on, and then from there we may proceed into using a non-steroidal that is something like you or I taking a leave, and those kinds of products would be Rimadyl, also Deramax. Both of those are chewable type tablets for dogs that we can give. As far as cats are concerned, there's a new product that's coming out, going to be available shortly, that we can use as a non-steroidal in cats as well for pain. But we do have some other drugs that we can give cats now too, but this new drug will hopefully be helpful. Other things that we can use, we have a drug called Tramadol, which is for pain, and that can be used not instead of using these other products, but in addition to. When you've got to remember, for arthritis, for our pets, it's usually not one drug solves all the problems. You have to have a multimodal approach to the situation so that you can try to get the best effect of all things that are involved with trying to treat the pet. So that's just a general information idea about what goes on with arthritis, and we're here to help you. We can take radiographs and see what those joints look like. We can recommend certain medications to try to help alleviate their discomfort and their mobility increases. Bear in mind that if your pet happens to be overweight, there's probably nothing drug-wise we can do that's going to be as helpful as getting the weight down. And sometimes it's a catch-22 because you can't really get them out walking around the block as much as you'd like to because they hurt, and so they're not getting the exercise they need to try to help reduce the weight. But with some of these medications, that we can get them feeling more comfortable and able to get some exercise that they aren't getting right now, and that in turn can help us solve their discomfort as well as improve their quality of life. So that's just a quick introduction to arthritis for cats and dogs, and certainly we're here to help you, answer any questions, and guide you in different things that we can use to help. Thank you.